and get right back into it. The next day says that I'm wrong for making Gus do that to me. What do you mean he wants to do? He has free will.
Hey. Look at the way Batman lands right here. It's pretty devastating.
Okay, so one of the cool things I got to do at Comic-Con was go to the Activision sort of announcement party for X-Men Destiny, Spider-Man Edge of Time, Prototype 2, and GoldenEye Reloaded. And at this party, all of these games were playable.
Nice.
And so I had a chance to get a hands-on view of some of this stuff. And I personally liked X-Men Destiny the best out of all of those. But I am in the minority, I think. I think a lot of people were a little disappointed with X-Men Destiny, which is weird. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look like this beautiful, awesome game. But the big
concept.
Yeah, it's a conceptual game. Like, it's the kind of game that if it gets the concept down, it'll be one of the most fun games of the fall. Spider-Man Edge of Time is starting to look really good. I was a little concerned about it recently, thinking that it was a little too much like, oh, the last game had 4 Spider-Man and this one only has 2. I thought it was kind of a bit of a letdown. But they announced Black Cat's going to be in the game, as well as some other villains that they haven't even announced yet. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on with Edge of Time. And I mean, the gameplay, if you like Shattered Dimensions, you're going to like Edge of Time as far as gameplay goes. They've improved the combat and some of the web swinging stuff. It's a lot more fluid and a little more fun now, which is exciting. And yeah, I'm a little bummed about GoldenEye Reloaded.
Why?
It looks gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. It might be one of the best looking first person shooters I've ever seen. But just like the Wii version, they've taken out all of the likenesses and character voices from the original GoldenEye and replaced them with new people, with the exception of Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench is still her character. But Sean Bean, the great Sean Bean, the amazing, wonderful Sean Bean, who played 006 Trevelyan in GoldenEye, his likeness isn't even in the movie or the game. It's horrible. It angers me. It's stupid. It's just dumb. I'm just not too thrilled about it. But aside from that, like, it looks gorgeous.
Looks good.
Looks
Yeah,
absolutely
so good. I can't wait.
And
the best
then
N64 games of all time.
it was, but the thing is, though, I don't think you can recapture that. I think they're just use that great. Just don't call it GoldenEye. Just make another James Bond first-person shooter. Just don't call it GoldenEye.
Right.
I think they're calling it that just to capture the zeitgeist of it's GoldenEye. Ooh-doo-doo. It's just
Why are these challenges? It's terrible.
And then Prototype 2 is the other playable one now. Prototype 2 is I really like how they it's no longer the same lead character. It's a different guy now.
Yep.
And this guy is far more driven and motivated to avenge his family.
Nice.
Making him a little more of the standard cliche hero, but that changes up gameplay because he doesn't hide necessarily as much like his prototype sort of thing. He's kind of much more out in the open.
And he's going after Alex Mercer.
And he's going after Alex Mercer. Yeah, you're the hero of the first game. He is being set up as the antagonist for this game.
That's awesome.
But they did talk that the third prototype game, should they make one, will indeed follow Mercer a little more. Therefore, I have a feeling they're setting it up to where you have these two different prototypes, and they're together going to be the heroes of the second. Maybe even make it a co-op experience. I'm just guessing. I'm not saying they said that, but if you imagine a prototype co-op experience, like kind of like a Kane and Lynch kind of thing, but with prototype.
Well, I know a couple guys at Sucker Punch, and I could pretty much clarify that the third one will have co-op, and the third one will have multiplayer.
Nice.
It's huge.
Yeah. And they were very, specific to say that that fans of Alex Mercer in this game in Prototype 2 are not going to be disappointed. They're not, because people were kind of bummed when they find out that character is not just not the character you play as, but is the antagonist. You're playing someone going after him. But they feel very strongly that the story they have crafted will do justice to that character. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that means, what they do, where that goes. So yeah, it's like that Activision party was really cool, and that's where I got the prototype arms. I got some GoldenEye glassware. I got a prototype shirt. I got this X-Men Destiny hoodie with headphones and things, and I got a Spider-Man Edge of Time one as well. That's red. Super swag, awesome. It was great. Blacky something Alpha says, WallE, do you want a PS Vita? I'm really excited for the Vita. It looks fantastic. I'm totally thinking about getting one. The Vita's really cool.
Yeah.
Are you down for the Vita? Are you looking forward to that?
The Vita impressed me at E3. I was very much taken by it as soon as I touched it. As soon as it was in my hands, I was blown away.
That's the thing, is I was at the Sony's announcement conference for that, and in the audience, the announcement was a little lackluster. I mean, it was cool and exciting, but the name doesn't strike immediate excitement, and then some of the other announcements were a little lackluster, but as soon as you get it in your hands, though, as soon as you are there and you are touching it and you can understand that it's got two touchscreens on the front and the back, what exactly that means for gameplay. The Vita could... I don't want to say...
And the gyroscope, by the way, was very, very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's just precise. And usually a gyroscope sort of technology is a little more loosey-goosey and just sort of general left, right, up, and down. But this was very precise.
And from my perspective, I was playing Uncharted Golden Abyss, which I was like, wow, the graphics on it looked so good for a portable. But there was a part where I picked up a sniper and I was using the gyroscope to aim at, my enemies, and it was very precise, very, very, very precise.
Someone says to wave to pretend, or to prove that it's live. This is totally live right now, and I'm waving to prove that I'm live. And Professor Builder says, I sometimes crawl into the corner of my room and pretend to be an apple. Do you do the same, WallE? No, I actually pretend to be a watermelon. Where did you seriously get Gus, WallE? I got Gus, seriously, this time. On a mission to the moon. I was part of Apollo 73. It's one of the black as in secret, moon missions. And we went to the moon. We were on not the dark side of the moon, the other side, the light side of the moon, the one that you could see. And we were at the Sea of Tranquility. It was our off day, so we were just chilling, laying out, getting... Moon tans, by the way, are the best tans possible because the way the sun is sort of unfiltered when it comes around to it. Moon tans. If you have an opportunity to be on the moon and tan, you will never get a better tan. And I'm sitting there, and out of this crater, I see like this little head pop up. And so I go over to it, and there was Gus, and Gus immediately. Have you ever seen the movie Lost in Space? The little alien that sort of immediately befriends the Robinson family. That's like Gus here. He immediately came over and was my friend. It was awesome. So that's how I found Gus. The truth is finally out there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Avik, can you slap WallE?
No.
Nope. I have programmed him not to harm me. Because if you've been paying attention for almost 4 hours now, he is a robot. Kind of like Data from Next Generation. Say my username, my friend said it was live, but I don't believe him. Me Mike 220 is your username, and you just said, say my username. My friend said it was live, but I don't believe him. So there you go.
Nice.
When will you play Connect Live, or will you? There's just really nothing worth playing on the Connect Live right now, or the PlayStation Move. Like, I think the technology of the Move is superior, but there's nothing to play. They're moving to like rail shooters and stuff, and that's just, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Especially with the move, because you have a navigational nub thing. It shouldn't be rail shooters. Like, I was just playing Ape Escape move. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. It's just a rail shooter where you're going it's just unimpressive all the way around. But the technology's there. Hopefully they can better use that in the future. B-Boy Triple Tricks gets a shout out directly to you. Done.